Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Georgia. This is actually our 42nd country, and we're so excited. We arrived yesterday in Tbilisi, the capital city of Georgia. And you know, whenever we arrive in a new country or a new city, if you've been following our vlogs, our favorite thing to start off with is a food tour. So that's exactly what we're starting off with here with Real Georgia Tours. We're just waiting for our guide. They should be here any minute, and then I'll learn exactly how to pronounce the capital city's name. Hello, I'm Jackie.
Max, nice to meet you, Georgia. Oh my goodness.
Wow. We are diving right into this tour. We've just come to our first stop, which is actually a family kitchen here in Tbilisi, which I am pronouncing correctly. We've just been served up some food, and I think there's one more thing coming. It's already massive and looks so good. Okay.
But here we will try today, which is the most common one. This one is spinach with walnut and Khinkali, and this one is green beans.
All right, this restaurant is so small. There's only 3 tables and a couple of bar seats, but it's very traditional, like homemade food, which is very exciting. So we're starting with some traditional Georgian dips and some pastries, which is good. Oh, galmat. So the first one is a spinach dip, and then the second one is a bean dip, and both of them are made with walnuts. Okay, so we've been starting pretty easy with a little bit of cornbread, a little bit of dip, but right next to those dishes is this massive, massive plate of pastry that we've been served. I'm gonna pronounce everything wrong, but this is Georgian. Got it? Good. So this comes in a couple of different forms, but the Georgian is the type of form that kochiburi comes in. So basically it is this is heavy.
No.
Oh my God. This is like, got some serious weight to it.
Totally offending when you say that.
Mmm. Wow.
Really good, eh? I love it.
So they're making the Khinkali? How do you pronounce it?
Khinkali.
Khinkali?
Khinkali.
Khinkali?
Yes.
I'm not pronouncing it right.
Khinkali. No, it's right.
I can't do the thing that people do.
Khinkali.
So we're about to try the Khinkali, and we can actually, they have like an open kitchen, so you can actually see them making it right there, which is very cool. I love when you can see people making food. It's just a fun experience.
So, Khinkali. We don't use any sauce with it. Only sometimes, and we call it like hangover Khinkali. Hangover so Khinkali. If you add little white vinegar. So this is how it's. So you have to bite.
Okay, we have come to a very bustling restaurant, as you can hear. This is a traditional Khinkali restaurant, and we've just learned from Giorgio that Khinkali is basically the national treasure of Georgia, and there's a very specific way to eat it. So we're gonna try and get it right, so bear with us. It's our first time, guys. Okay, so we're starting off with a pork and beef Khinkali, and we've been told Khinkali can only be eaten with your hands. It's sacrilege to try and use a knife and fork, because it's filled with soup, and if you cut it open, all the soup will fall out and you lose most of the flavor. So you grab it by the top bit, which ends up being like the handle.
Oh, this is really good.
You get some of the soup.
Yeah, the vinegar adds a little bit of...
Oh, the soup is so good. Wow. Mmm. The coriander. Mmm.
Oh wow, it's delicious.
Mmm. Wow. That's so good. That was absolutely delicious. I'm so glad we discovered Khinkali, because this restaurant is actually just around the corner from where we're staying. So we're going to be able to come back here quite a few times whilst we're here in Tbilisi, because we do have a few days here, which is very exciting. But now we are off to try something else that I'm not sure we're going to enjoy quite as much, but I think maybe you guys will enjoy us having it.
Our happy place.
The happy place. I'm sure I might be wrong, but I think that's what they're referring to, the strength of it.
No way. 80% alcohol doesn't even exist.
Oh, yes, it does.
This is number one Chacha shop in Georgia.
Okay.
Chacha, what we are going to taste here is the exclusives for him, made by small distilleries, all from all different parts of Georgia.
Oh.
You are from Australia. I will give you two sweet, two not sweet Chacha. Yes?
Okay.
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 I love it. Let's go.
Wild cherry.
That's good for me.
Same region. Guria, remember that Khachapuri, the Christmas Khachapuri
Yes.
was from the same region. And they make that drink on Christmas.
This is
the
Christmas
lightest
Chacha.
Chacha you can have.
Okay.
Just 20. Usually Chacha is the level of alcohol in Chacha is 40. It can be up to 80. Most like homemade ones are
Oh my
50,
God.
55.
Wow.
Next one is 24.
24, so it's still
Yeah,
Newborn babies.
Yeah,
a newborn baby.
Well,
from me.
They sleep tight.
Okay, I'm not a huge drinker, so we'll see how this goes.
And the tradition is to sip or shot?
This one you can see.
You
But the
can
stronger
see.
one,
You can shot and even you can inject.
Okay.
It tastes like Christmas. It's like a. It does. It has like a really sweet sort of plum and cinnamon flavor. Yeah.
Oh, this is really
And it
nice.
smells good too, actually.
Now this is from east part of
From the
Georgia,
east?
the most winery part of Georgia.
Okay. So, Galmajo's.
And no, come on, Joe's.
Omar.
Joe's.
I will give you chili pepper, honey and pepper, and
That's
I will
okay.
make you hot man.
Okay, thank you.
Hotter than he already is.
Oh, ça va.
Okay, I've already had 2 shots, which is a lot for me.
Mari, I don't know.
No, but yours is meant to be spicy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the
Oh,
spice.
spicy?
Oh, like the actual chili.
Yeah, that's.
Wow.
Oh, that's so strong.
Chacha from monograph Khinkali
Okay.
and aged in oak for 12 years.
For 12 years.
Later, I will tell you something magic, Chacha. You must drink, close your eyes, count until 10, and when you will open your eyes, he will look absolutely different.
Okay, let's do the trick here.
Okay, Galmajo's.
1, 2,
Close your eyes.
3, 4,
5.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, that stuff definitely got us ready for more food. We probably need more food before we get too drunk. So if the video starts to go a little bit sideways right now, just know it wasn't our fault.
Hello guys, sorry to interrupt you. A quick preview into our next location, which as you can tell, looks absolutely gorgeous. Alright, we'll get back to exploring Tbilisi in just a second, but we just wanted to share something that we always make sure we have whenever we're on a fast-paced trip like this one in Tbilisi, is have an eSIM. And the one we always choose and one we always buy every time we go to a new country is AirAllo. Because believe it or not, AirAllo is not obviously our choice, but it's also the world's first eSIM store. They actually got affordable data plans in more than 200 countries, obviously including Georgia, and our next location. And trust me, if you've only got 48 hours in Tbilisi, you do not want to waste time looking for a SIM store. All you gotta do, get an eSIM, much easier. So, you wonder, how does it work? Well, it was very simple. Excuse us, sorry I'm busy here. All we had to do was download the Air Allo app whilst on Wi-Fi at the airport for that install. So you may be wondering, how do you actually get that eSIM? Super simple. All we had to do is download the Air Allo app whilst on Wi-Fi at the airport and pick the local eSIM for Georgia. Boom, the moment we landed, we were connected. And I know some of you that may have traveled and experienced this, the moment you are in a new country, no SIM card, no Wi-Fi, it's a total joke. In our case, we were able to find out exactly which was the local bus to get us to the city, so we saved money not just on the eSIM, but on the local bus, so that we actually got to the city. Can you let them know I'm trying to work here? So, if you're thinking of coming to Georgia, make sure you download the Air Allo app. And if you do get that eSIM, make sure you also use our code maxandjacqueline, or you can actually use this QR code right here that will help you make it fast. And yeah, the moment you're off, boom, you're connected, no whackers. All right, we'll go back to Tbilisi now to eat more delicious food.
I was actually just asking Giorgio what's his favorite thing about Tbilisi, and he was explaining that like it's very welcoming and bright and vibrant, and there's like lots of good energy here, and it does feel that way. Like this street is just gorgeous. This is actually, we've just entered Old Tbilisi, and like the statue up on the hill is so green. There's so many trees as we've been walking around, and there's, I guess these buildings actually look very well restored, but there's a lot of like other buildings which look really old, like they've kind of become a little bit dilapidated, but it's more authentic because old things get old, you know? So, and I think it has like a certain charm about it. Like the restored buildings obviously very beautiful as well, but the originalness of the other buildings, it's very charming. I like it. Right as we turn the corner. Gorgeous church, it's amazing.
This is family house, family-owned business. In 2015, when they start restoration of the house, they found the remains of fragments of the old clay oven for bread baking, what calls ton, where we actually bake traditional Georgian bread called shoti.
During the restoration, the workers found in the ground broken, covered with red floor, 17th century bakery, and the
That's incredible.
So this is
oven.
the oven.
Yeah,
Okay.
And we decided nothing changed inside. Everything stay as original. To save the history of this house, to save the history of our family. All of this, what do you see, materials, these woods, everything are from this house. They are original still. So what do you see here, news, are only plates. The other, all of this furniture from my home. Really? Yes, of course.
Wow, that's so nice.
The wives of the sailors used to bake, this was like a farewell pie, khachapuri. So they used to bake it for their husband before they went sailing over the sea. And so that the boat shapes representing the husband ship boat, and the raw egg is representing, is a symbol symbolizing the sun, protects and giving blessing to their husband that they come back home safe and sound.
Yamajos.
Thank you for having us.
To the million viewers.
Yes.
You heard him.
Okay, so before I dive into this amazing looking bread and cheese, I'll just explain the wine quickly. So this is called amber wine, and the reason that it's so orange in color is because it has the contact with the skin for longer, and so it makes it that darker color. This particular one is actually made by monks in a monastery in the wine region. So this is the Chacha berry that you've probably seen if you've already started researching your trip to Georgia, because this is the one that comes up for me when I do my research. The one that we had earlier, which is the same thing, because Chacha berry literally means cheese pie. Cheese pie, right? Yeah. Cheese pie, which is, I guess, what it is, but there's just different versions of it. But this is the one that I've seen on pretty much all of my research that I've done. So I'm very excited for this. Max is already
It's good.
He's making yum sounds. Stop. It's delicious, yummy, melted cheese. Georgian food is very much comfort food. It's the kind of food that you just kind of cozy in. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel really full. Like I'm so full. We still have 3 pretty much full dishes to eat right here. Wow. It's the perfect accompaniment to a glass of wine and relaxing and being with family. That's how I would describe Georgian food. I don't know about you, but I'm getting really full.
So then it means that mission accomplished.
Oh yeah.
Georgian
Accomplished,
host
for
is
sure.
happy. My ancestors will be proud of me. I will sleep tight tonight.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to our second day here in Tbilisi. Today, after yesterday's delicious food tour, we're gonna take it differently and we're just gonna explore and see the beauty of it, because the architecture being so old and so various, it's really good just to walk around. And one of the first things we're doing, which is right next to our apartment, is a very quirky little clock before we make our way into the hills to see the view of the whole city. Oh, so every hour on the hour this clock has a little show. We just realized that we're at the hour. But this is also not famous for, obviously it's beautiful architecture, but being also known for one of the smallest clock in the world as well. Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh, that's so cute! So the plan for today is basically just to wander around and see all the highlights of Tbilisi, because the food is obviously the biggest highlight for us.
Now we really had all the intentions to go up right now.
There's one landmark here in Tbilisi that you can kind of see from everywhere in the city, and that's because it's up on top of the biggest hill, I guess, that's in Tbilisi. And also, the landmark is massive, and that's the Holy Trinity Church. We've just climbed the hill and made our way here to come check it out, and my gosh, it's impressive. Wow.
So last night we actually discovered the place where we decided to have lunch today. It's called Bazari, but it's like a sort of co-working space, but it's very convivial, and yeah, people just come here and work and have some bit of food. So we've decided, instead of going to the very touristy restaurant you can find by the dozen, we are hoping to find something very cute for dinner. But here for lunch we thought to try a bit more of a new age place. And I got myself a lemonade that they have the traditional way. It was 5 lari, and I got citrus. I haven't tasted it yet.
Good?
Yeah.
So different. I've never had a drink like that before.
But they actually used to sell this in pharmacies, so maybe that's where the medicine taste comes from. Anyway, we got ourselves not Georgian food, we got ourselves a chicken schnitzel, which is delicious, just to fuel ourselves up for the rest of the day.
That was actually such a delicious meal, and only 10 Australian dollars per meal. Such a bargain. So we just learned the monument here in Freedom Square is actually depicting St. George slaying a dragon, and it was erected in 2006. It's supposed to commemorate the independence of Georgia. So Georgia was a USSR country as well, which means it only gained its independence in 1991. Wild.
Well, we were, as promised, gonna make our way up to the hill through the gondolas, but we've taken the option that involves using your heart and your muscles, because you know, the more you burn, the more you can eat. We've made it.
It was actually so easy.
Yeah, it was a stroll, guys.
It's like 10 minutes to the top if you don't stop, 15 if you stop and enjoy the view along the way. But what we've walked up to is the mother of Georgia, and in one hand she's holding a sword and in the other a bowl of wine, which is basically represents like the Georgian personality. If you come at them with hostility, they will come back at you twice as hard with hostility. But if you come with friendliness, they will welcome you with some wine. So one of the top things to do up here was actually to go see the fortress that's right behind me, but they've actually closed it. And I think they closed it about a year ago. I'm not exactly sure on dates. And I think they're kind of refurbishing it a little bit because you can see it's very dilapidated at the moment. But it has really good reviews. The people who were able to see it like said that it's very beautiful and amazing to walk along there. So it's a shame that we won't get to do that. So if you guys come when it's open, let us know in the comments if it's worth coming back for, because it actually looks very, very cool. But the view of the city up here is well worth the short hike it took. And we're gonna see how much the cable car is to go back down, because it's so easy to walk down. So if it's too expensive, we'll probably skip it, but we'll just go check.
It's only cash and we still haven't got any cash.
It's so cheap. It's only 2 gel.
2 gel?
No, 2.5. 2.5 gel if you buy a ticket, but if you have the Metro card for Tbilisi, it's just 2 gel and you just tap your card.
We've made it to our next attraction.
What is it, Matt?
The steam bath. Nope. So yeah, those are remnants of ancient sulfur bath.
They're not remnants.
Well, I mean, I don't know, are they still used?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jacqueline.
Apparently it's real sulfur water, which means it smells real bad, and it's apparently a unique experience. It's not like a relaxing bath time. The thing that got me was like that the stink in there is like real strong of sulfur. So you might be thinking like, I don't get it, like where's the bath? So these are basically the domes that are sitting up above ground, and the baths are actually underground. So in this area of Tbilisi city, there's a natural hot spring water that flows through here. So it's all completely natural, and that's why they built the baths here, so they could access that water. So what we're walking on are the beautiful domes on top of the actual bath area, the spa area, which is below us.
Doesn't smell much like sulfur, but there's so many little gates in the tunnels. It must have been something to see before.
There's definitely a little bit of a
smell,
rotten egg smell.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, this is super cool.
Wow, this is so not what I was expecting.
Neither was I. There are so many things to look at. Like there's details everywhere. This is, I think, the coolest thing.
I guess that's what an antique store is.
This is the coolest thing in Tbilisi, I think, so far. This is really, really cool.
There's so much stuff that I don't know, like what's actually on display for sale and what's just on display as like a part of the atmosphere and the decoration of the store. It's just insane. There's this whole cabinet here of all these little, what I think are antiques. But again, are they for sale or is this just part of the display? It's so interesting. Wow, the more I wander around Tbilisi, the more I am falling in love with Georgia. And just the whole city is gorgeous and beautiful. The food yesterday was amazing. I mean, the food today was good as well, but the food tour yesterday was so good. It's actually quite an affordable city. We have an Airbnb right near Liberty Square and we're paying like $47 a night for it. Don't get me wrong, it's not the most glamorous Airbnb, but for $47 right in the heart of the city, incredible. Our lunch was only $10. Like everything we've done today has been free. The cable car was only 2 lari. It's just a very affordable place to visit and it's just gorgeous. The entire city is so unique and just beautiful.
So as we were making our way down to the beer or to a sunset drink, we come across this artisan craft vintage market. We've been at it for a good 15 minutes, more probably. It's a solid one. So anyone geeky like me that loves artifact like this, I don't know how much of it's real. It's a really, really cool spot. So slowly making our way. Hopefully there's a bar at the end, the finish line. But yeah, very cool stuff, yeah. A lot of very cool sort of Soviet era memorabilia and like, so it's very cool. Well, beautiful people, we actually have looked a long time for a bar and we finally found one that's actually pretty cool. It's like very underground. Here, let me show you. Jacqueline, I can't believe we're here.
You are so lame. We were struggling. Look guys, we've done like 22,000 steps today. And we have not been in countries where we've been doing such big steps. So we're a little bit exhausted. So we come back to our apartment. We're gonna enjoy some wine on the couch with Netflix.